Every legend begins in an ordinary place. Before the crown, before the battles, before the songs were sung, she was simply a farmer's daughter. Day after day she worked the fields, knowing only the rhythm of the harvest and the promise of another sunrise. But history rarely leaves the peaceful untouched. One unexpected moment would change the course of her life forever. The world beyond the fields was calling, and destiny was no longer willing to wait. That evening, uncertainty settled like a storm on the horizon. Fear and doubt filled her thoughts. Yet somewhere deep within, a strength she never knew she possessed was beginning to awaken. The hardships that break some people forge others into something greater. With every challenge she faced, her courage grew. The farmer's daughter was becoming something more. She knows that she must change to a warrior to protect her people that depends on her. No longer bound to the life she once knew, she took up the sword. The fields that had taught her patience now gave way to battlefields that demanded bravery. She would fight not for glory, but for those who could not fight for themselves. Word of her courage spread across the land. Warriors gathered. Allies answered the call. What began as one woman's struggle became the hope of an entire kingdom. Before the battle, she provided comfort and helped her people to safety. Standing with her white war horse, she not only showed her bravery, but also her beauty. She was the leader the men hoped for. Knowing that her soldiers were watching and needing a strong sign, she ran alongside her horse before mounting in full gallop and being the first to leave the safety of the castle. She rode into the enemy soldiers with no hesitation, with her sword raised. Positioning herself in front of her warriors, she would lead the charge to victory. When the day of reckoning arrived, she rode into battle at the head of her people. Dust filled the air. Banners snapped in the wind. And where others saw impossible odds, she saw only the path forward. Victory came at a price, but it brought something unexpected. The crown of the kingdom was placed before her, a symbol not of power, but of responsibility. A burden she never sought, yet one she was destined to bear. As queen, she ruled with wisdom born from hardship. She remembered the labor of the fields, the struggles of ordinary people, and the sacrifices that had brought her to the throne. Though surrounded by riches and honor, she never forgot where her journey began. The lessons of the harvest remained with her long after the battles were won. She carefully folded her battle gear and looked at her weapons and placed them back into her chest and hoped that she would not have to remove them again for many years to come. Now she can look forward to returning to the life she loved. Because true greatness is not measured by crowns, castles, or victories. It is measured by the courage to rise when fate calls, and the humility to remember who you were before the world knew your name. The young queen looks over her kingdom as she does every morning and knows that the sacrifices made yesterday will bring about the beginning of another beautiful day of freedom. She hopes that another kingdom doesn't think they can defeat her like the ones whose crowns she has collected in the past.